Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us today at the Wide Format Wednesdays on the Meeting the Pro 30f. My name is Ricky Vescovacci, and I am the North America Channel Sales Manager, and I'm joined today by Danny Alkali, the Product Manager for Wide Format. So, Danny.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for taking the time and taking a look at our large format platform. EFI is in reference to wide format product portfolio, and that will be the Pro 30f. Set up in the last year, and you noticing that happened. That's because of the fact that we invested in the Pro 30f or the wide format portfolio in general, the Pro 30f being the latest one. And our goal is still the same. Our objective is to be able to have the right purpose and the right application to meet the best customer experience possible. With that said, listen to the marketplace, and one of the big things that we're always being challenged on is being more productive, faster, easier to use, the ability to print on more substance, really trying to drive the overall cost down and the ability to enable our customers to grow their business. With that said, the Pro 30f we believe will be able to kind of perform these market challenges. For example, talk about productivity. Here we're using the Pro 30f, both printheads that enable speed of 130 kilobits per hour. We have some of them as fast as 2 meters by 2 meters from enable large printheads. The other thing we're also doing the third thing that we are also two main things that are going to impact that are the as well as something called Inkjet inside the graphic Inkjet. That
big difference is that, again, when you talk about market needs, EFI put a lot of focus and emphasis on feedback that we got from earlier models, things that work, things that didn't work. And what we did is we introduced the pin registration system on all three sides. So you will have the ability to use both sides of the table. As well as when you're doing double-sided printing, Kyle will show us, you're going to be able to register to the opposite side of the table utilizing the same 2 points of register on each sheet. So if you're running material that maybe isn't perfectly square, you'll get re-registration front and back to the same 2 points of register. We also have a flow media function, very similar to what we had on the Swing Breath, but if you're not familiar, the vacuum table is activated by a flip hook, and then on the back, activate the area of the table that we're using, and when you turn on flow media, it's going to reverse that vacuum and it's going to turn it into sort of the air off the table. So when you're talking about the ability to run the 4-inch thick substrates, that 4 inches thick any substrate is going to be quite heavy and difficult to maneuver. So as a single operator, you're able to turn on that flow media, move it around very easily, head them up against the registration pin, and then turn off that flow media, put your foot down, and you can start running right away. Very similar to the 24 F also, we are running 25 print heads. We have LED floor technology. With that LED technology, everybody knows that it's a cleaner, more efficient floor. But what not everybody knows is that they're rated for upwards of 10,000 working hours. So when you're talking about consumables or anything like that, it's not something that you'll ever have to worry about replacing with any left that you buy in the next phase. Right just before you have to worry about those things. They are floor, so it's going to open up about 20 or 30% broader application range because you don't have to worry about the introduction of heat to really thin substrates. So you can run very heat-sensitive materials through here, knowing that at about 86 degrees, you're not going to have to introduce any of that heat. We also have a leading and trailing wrinkle protect. So if you have a board that maybe you're running is your corporate board has a bad edge or something like that, or if you're running a sheet of acrylic that maybe got damaged in shipping, it'll come in contact with that wrinkle system before it has the opportunity to cause any damage to your lamps or to your jobs. We also have some leading and trailing static ionization. What that's going to do is help mitigate some of the surface static that gets built up on some of those really thin films that you can run because of LED. Maybe you're running, tchotchkes, if you will, running a jig. You can potentially build up some additional surface static there. It's going to help mitigate that static before it can cause any damage, influence the wrinkle. We have the carriage gap set. So what you can do is put in a very specific location on the table in the X and Y axis where you want to set the carriage gap. That's really important when you're running things, say like a household door where there's peaks and valleys. If you are running a jig or a chase, you need to make sure that you're gapping at a high point. So you can put in a very specific spot where you want to set that gap. There's a ruler on the table in the X and Y axis. So if you do have the peaks and valleys, again, you can just find that XY coordinate, put it in the software, and the gap will set automatically for you as you go and change materials. Again, we're running the Ricoh Gen 5 print heads. Danny was talking about the increase in production and want more, better, faster, right? So we're running the Ricoh Gen 5 print heads with the 7 liter drop size. And what we changed here compared to the 24F is that we're running 2 rows of heads. So we doubled everything up, which is where you're getting your better volume, your higher sensitivity. There is still an onboard automated purge and clean system, so you can do an automated purge within the software of just your CMYK, just your white, or both. And the air knife will actually clean the jets off for you, much like it does on the other wide format. All right, with that, we'll go ahead and we'll get Kyle to open up the first run. So again, I'm just going to turn the vacuum on. Within the software, some of the major changes that we have are that you have control of mirroring your substrates amplification on the table manually by dragging and moving the image around on the table that you see. So you have a bit more control over your images, the margins, and being able to mirror absolutely takes away having to go back to firing and mirror and re-grip the image. So that becomes significantly more to the area of the table where Kyle is going to be setting the gap. The gap will be set. and then we're going to run in the 2-pass mode. The 2-pass distant outdoor view mode is going to give you 24/8 an hour. And different from the 24F, we can talk about different improvements. On the 24F, the carriage would set gap and go home, and then you would have to initiate print. Over here you can see it gapped and then started the print right away. A few things to point out while this is running. We talked about LED. Big benefits are instant on, instant off, and you can see the lamps are independent of each other. So when we were talking about 10,000 working hours on these, in the form of fractions of a second, you can see instant on, instant off, and they are independent. When you're talking about 10,000 working hours in the form of fractions of a second, this is why we say that you're going to be hopefully upgrading to the next latest version that now is developed before you have to worry about the lamp. Again, this is the distant outdoor view mode. It's going to be 24/8 an hour. And also I'd like to point out that you can also see that the carriage is only traveling in the area of the table that contains print data, so there's no unnecessary wear or tear or travel of the carriage, only in the print area. Another key software improvement that we introduced with the new GUI is that you get an estimated print time as well as that estimated ink usage that we had previously. So the change out between material sizes, material thickness, is very, very quick and easy. It's going to raise the pins, lower the pins, activate that vacuum, and initiate the second print. So this print here is going to be how you set it for double-sided registration. So you're going to load your sheet in the first 00 point, and if you peek at the software, you can see that image 1 is in the bottom right-hand corner of the viewing. So this would be print 1, and we'll load and we'll print the first side. And then what you'll do is with this activated, you will manually grab this and drag it over to the other side, so you're using the second 00 point. That becomes important, as I mentioned previously, because if your sheet is not cut perfectly square and you go to flip it over, you're going to have a skewed image. But where we're using this upper right hand corner here as side 1 for perfect registration, when you flip it over and you use the other side of the table, you're going to be using the same two points of registration. So if the sheets aren't cut perfectly square, your images will still be aligned to one another. So this is the POP mode. This would be what we consider middle of the road as far as print quality and speed. This is going to be 4/8 an hour. So this is going to be one of your go-to modes for those higher quality applications. Maybe if you're printing with white ink, you would want to be in this mode to make sure you're getting that really great true white, real white density that EFI is looking for. Just a reminder of that questions panel. As questions come up, please feel free to type them in and we'll address them as they come in. You can see we're just going to flip it over. Kyle's going to load the sheet on the opposite side. Again, using that same 2 points of registration. And he's just adjusting the vacuum to open up the chambers that we are currently using, which is on the opposite side. And then within the software, you'll see that he's just going to manually drag that first image over to the opposite side of the table, hit apply, and then start the next print. while this is printing, you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, that is the catch basin for any punch. If you're looking at any print flushes or anything like that, it's going to dump into that main holding tank, drain into the main waste, and then we have the air knife system to clean and suction off those jets so that you don't have to manually hand wipe, which reduces the opportunity to potentially introduce dust or debris to your print heads. Another very important major design change or addition to the Wide Format family is the linear drive printer. The linear drive gantry. So that is going to be a smoother, significantly quieter, as well as introducing less chatter to the carriage. So drop placement at higher speeds is going to be better. We're going to improve print quality because we're better able to control those drops by reducing any of that added chatter or added noise that you would get from a traditional Foley system. So while this finishes up, I'd like to just talk quickly about the wood print that we're going to be setting, the texture print that we're going to be setting up for next. So because we're keeping the material stationary on the table, and the carriage is just traveling over as the image follows, we're able to really control drop placement. So it's going to be difficult for you to see during the video, but this is a oil painting canvas reproduction. So what we did here is we ran this, we have two files. So you have a black file, it's a rich black. You're going to print first, the file is going to show us what that looks like. And you're going to print that black file over and over and over until you achieve the feel, the texture, the file height that you are happy with. And then you'll do a flood white and your finished CMYK and you can go to that. So just two files, and again, you're using the pile height, the natural pile height that you get from the printing to build up texture. So again, it's difficult to see in the video, but we're using these visual builds. We also now have a texture build as well. So what you'll do is you'll print that single block file, and you'll continue to build that until you get to the texture that you like. Once you've achieved the texture that you're happy with, you'll then flood white and then do your finished CMYK. So what you're seeing there, the black areas are where we're going to build up our texture. And the reason that we use the black ink as opposed to any other color is that you can build a rich black. So you're getting 400% coverage as opposed to a single channel color. So you can get, if you turn color management off of the software, you will remove any ink limiting that's associated with the profile. You'll get 100% of all 4 channels, and again, you're using the black in the faster modes to get a faster texture build. So some folks would suggest using white because it's a more viscosing, but it's also more expensive. So if you use the rich black functionality, you can really put down a lot of ink in one pass to get you to that desired texture effect faster.
Last you just meant about safety features. What if a material blows when it gets hit from the carriage? Are there any additional safety features on the carriage?
So a question just came in regarding the safety features on the carriage. The safety feature specific to the carriage that we have are the wrinkle bars. So as a material pops up or blows or is damaged, it will come in contact with these paddles. There's one on both sides of the carriage. So it will come in contact with those paddles. It will act like a stop, but it will again prevent any unnecessary damage to the lamps or to the jets. So once you have your texture built up the way that you want it, you're going to run a flood white and then your finished CMYK file to cover up that black texture build file. Much like other units in the EFI Wide Format portfolio, you are able to run up to 3 layers in a single run through the printer. Those layer combinations are color only, white only. You can do color white, meaning you're going to print probably second surface on a clear material, so you'll layer CMYK down first and back it with either a shape or flood white. The other option is going to be white color, which is what we're doing right now. We're printing a flood of white ink over that black texture, and then we're backing it with CMYK, again in a single run through the printer. The other option that you have is color white color. What that's going to be is inline what we call day-night backlit. So you're going to do color one, a flood of white or a spot white, and then back it with the third layer of color. So some other examples that we have of that layering capability. Color white color, but it has a shape white behind it. So you can see here that you can see my hand dark blue area. By design, we wanted to have that outlet effect, but then as you see, when I put my hand behind the shape white here, you can, so we're able to choose, you can choose where we want that light to be able to shift through. You can pick and choose, if you want to have buff colors, if you want to have accent colors, you have full control over where that light lies. Again, this is done technically. The other option here, this is a finished and you control again where that white falls. You can see a little bit of that chrome finish coming through, making this black ink fit more metallicized, as opposed to completely blocking that silver material where we have that white. So again, shape white is the white under CMYK. And then you can print as far as different fun applications. You have a sheet of wood here where you can print with and without white. Control how much white you're putting down, so then you're allowing that natural organic look to feel to come through behind the white, and then no white back here for the same one to act as a finish. So I think next what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and load up customer provided that with the day board. Everybody I'm sure is familiar with the game. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. So again, when you're talking about capabilities of the press, we do have that 4-inch clearance. So you can quite literally fill your bed with how many up here?
Six.
So you can run 6 of these finished pieces. So you can buy them completely finished, and then customers can order online, digital storefront, whatever the case may be, which images they want, their quantities, and then the operator can load 6 individual jobs at the printer at one time. They don't all have to be the same images. They do have to be the same resolution, but you can do, again, white under, you can really utilize letting some of the natural wood finish come through. And then again, 6 at the same time, all different images as we go. So the carriage is going to raise up and it's going to find the gap of that material that's placed at the 0, 0. So you can see, find gap, and then it's going to go ahead and start. This is going to be in the 24/8 hour. This is the too fast distant outdoor view. again, direct to the wood. You can run with or without white. And that maximum 4-inch gap is really a differentiator, allowing you to open up that application offering to your customers. Now I'd like to just point out when we did the original print for the texture, the one that really built up the texture, what we did is we ran that black layer that we talked about. We ran that as 22 passes, so we kept the sheet on the table and we printed 22 different times in that same one image, and then we did the flood white and then the CM white thing on top of that. So again, you can decide what is your acceptable build if you're looking for something more specific, if you want more, if you want less, and you have full control over where that build is, again, based on that black.
Thank you very much, Steph. I think one of the biggest
Absolutely. And again, that application holds true for in not just the oil painting, but if you have different text that you want to highlight or have stand out, you have full control over that as well. So it's an absolutely awesome application. Again, something that you can really only do with your flatbed. So big differentiator in the market there. Kyle's going to go ahead and load up another sheet so we can see the printer running again. So as you can see, the Viewy looks very different. We came out with a new software look and operator feel when we released the H series, and it was very well received. It's been incredibly successful. Operators love it. People who are looking for better reporting have been really pleased with it. And what it does is it removes a lot of the click points having to go in and out of different windows. So different than the other products in the wide format portfolio, not just 24 hours, but 25 hours as well. Get into any of your ink usage or your alignment files, or to move your gantry, your raise or your carriage, you have to go into Print Control Utility and then open up an additional window and then select the area that you want to change. If you're doing an purging or anything like that. So right out here at the home screen, you have all of your alignment files. You have your gap function, you have your purging function, you have your carriage function, you have your gantry function, your sleep, and then all of your settings. If you wanted to go into a deeper dive, you would open up your settings parameter. And as Kyle showed you earlier, you have the ability to drag and drop. So you can, that worked out well, the print just finished. So you can move the image wherever you want on the table. So if you had a specific spot on the bed, you have control to move it as needed. This outline here is your actual table. And then if you wanted to do any nestings, you can add images from your ripped queue. You can see here Kyle's going to go ahead and add copies. So if you wanted to add 2 copies, you hit apply and it'll automatically step it out. Again, you don't have to go back to Fiery XF. That's a major difference between the other software on the other wide format offerings. Now if you wanted to add another image, there you go, and then you have control over, again, maneuvering it and setting up your copies and your margins as well. Again, all right here, you don't have to go back to Fiery XF. You can also change your passes over here, so you're going to rip for a specific resolution.
And then you have the ability to change it from, your distant outdoor view 2 paths to your production and your higher quality modes here as well. Again, saving you from having to go back to pre-press.
Single double.
And then also, again, not having to go back to Fiery XF, you can make it a single pass or single layout, or you can adjust to double strike here at the UE as well. Bidirectional and unidirectional settings are also here. Not something that you have to go back to Fiery XF. You don't need to manage different files, and you can make these changes on the fly as well. So if it was ripped for one resolution, you can come over here and make the changes as needed here as the operator. You can also mirror, so when you're doing double-sided printing, you don't have to have your front file and your back file that is mirrored. You can have one file, rip it just the one time, import it the one time, and then flip it right here at the viewing. You'll also get, much like the other units, you'll get your ink usage, and then new to this software is that you'll actually get an estimated print time. So that's something that was not available previously on any other software models. So you will get projected ink usage as well as projected print times without having to print them.
Let me get on the mic. So our next wide format series will be on October 9th, where we're going to showcase the 30F with another partner of ours. We're going to keep that as a surprise for right now. And then also want to make sure that everybody can come join us at Print United, where we're going to have the 30F at Print United. That product will be there, as well as other products that we're going to be showcasing